So, oh my God, a lot is happening, but we'll be bringing you some details of a press conference. The minority in Parliament, on the corridors of Parliament, indicating, the operation of the oral team, illegal. It has no locus in law. For that reason, the former appointees of the President Akufo-Addo must not adhere to the Ebekoso oral team committee. So we'll bring you more details on that. Na yene wedi ho surely yene anti-corruption crusaders ebedi nkomo na afi yebisa se I mean the legal backing for oral operation recover or loot the job is becoming far more difficult. And I don't pay you better home come or just stay with us. Now you know better sound come away now. But just sending some mommy say your numbers is 05505679229 05505679229 and no any numbers I don't pay your day Juma. I mean now I'm a Ghana rice for I say now no pay I'm a Ghana rice at Daruma. One more abwaye yepa but you and they open more anuncio ede eye papa na yedua wa Ghana ha aye ho adwuma nyina wa Ghana ha dia pacho number 1 ama Ghana rice eno ene emo a anope me recommend the amount. Those of you are moye restaurant operators mo amoye nnuane ahodo ton na mo sport ahodo ankrofo ba ho be dide no pacho nnuane a wo ya behia mo ni nyina no anope eye ama Ghana rice na make am for the amount eso ede anuncio eye kama na we no yemfa bibia no emfra mu
anuncio mitro kaka mi o minro
and charo pe make it a point na wonso je wo de pacho wotie me na wani je ho se ama Ghana rice obetu ne dodo mu na watimi aton bia anope akwanya sonko ana aba ede amao eno nti obetimi ene womo ede enkomo womo beje oso ye pa pacho ukita 12,400 Ghana cedis eko nenimwa yebetu ne dudomu ede amount na watimi aton enya womfaso enti mu amo pese mo ye wholesale no bajo munyina no momra na mo ne ye emedi nketa ho anopai okojomu a obenya bi ato supermarket ahodo no eton ama Ghana rice malls ahodo no pacho uborema obenya ama Ghana rice ni bi ato the premium and number 1 Ghanaian made rice wodwaman so say eno an obi edi correct the odi be ye bia no kama jollof fried rice rice balls ni nyina no bacho eboa wuye ema the original taste of Ghanaian made rice enti anopai ma wonsa enti me enka wo de opomo cha kwan a womo ewo abeka La Paz ewo enkran ha womone eye Eco Bank no ena edi enhwani mu omo eben police container ewo La Paz anopai speak to them na womo ebeje so from numbers no on 0537 Alright, good morning Pacho Pom to say
good morning speaker Bajo design
Eradi Adom what the yenko ache na monso
Nyame adom yaso ye ho ye pa
very well anope ye da se papa se waje ye so na the edikan endra nkomodie because so omrahye bedwam the minority side morning some trofo edi nkomo more dissatisfaction about the operation of the oral committee aya of concerns to you. Now what is the minority trying to put across na yentie wanope
medase Mr. Speaker my memfa kwanya na Maakye Kessben ahwefo ne atiefo nyina na Maakye akpanda phone so na just like you rightly said no enra ye ka assembly defa sa ora no ho say yenye fu say sabe mpreduasa sa committee no a martin a waste of everybody's time nentia ye ka sa asam ne say sabe ohwe oman ya yewo mu na emra NSAD adwuma na otie sa ora no kwa na already no o ma create impression bi say nipa bi aba bebo oman yi kro no nti sa edi no kwa no operation recover all loot yes ana is not the meaning
exactly
lecture say sabi omo ankasa yo ma adwen say amanfo bi aba oman yi mu abebo kro no awia oman ajapade na sabe say ti sankwa na na no kure nso a ye de ye ntimi nka se nya no kure ewo sabe institutions a ewo oman yi mu a tumi ekura omo a omo betimi di tumi no edi ayi adwuma na sabe mpra biasa obi akwa akobokro no a emra no ni san nipa no edi sabe your office of the special prosecutor na who share the mandate of the office of the special prosecutor na adwuma ne say sabe sa who suspect anase unim say obi adi anyamra san anase obi abokro no a emfata anase sabe mpra biasa wakwa kofa omaja pade a utia special prosecutor nan so a omo ne san sasimasi no bedi yewo yokosu wo ho yewo police department e wo ho na sa ora ye omatin emra ben e na omo no omo wo ana tumi ben e no emra oman di ama omo so mo mfa nye sa adwuma no tumi bia ni ho adwuma na omo ba be ye no akwa ye se 7 mpra biasa political witch hunt, political harassment, because okuja to na ene ono ye chairman of that committee no. How long is he staying there? Ene ye wura Kofi Bachi. Enye ne ono na omo se omo appointing no as one of the
director
of operation at the presidency.
Yes.
Enti utimi we say the lifespan of that ora na omo kan wasam no very short. And secondly, they don't even have the law. They cannot prosecute. To be by ena obibeka say ora omo. A political gimmick dia omo baby play. And they say na eti dia na ye advice me ye appointees ni say. Ana formal appointees ni say. So obi frewo sa ora frewa. Ewu nya so obeko. Na so obi feel strongly say sabe mpre biasa. Why ye boni bia state institutions no ho. They should allow the state institutions to work. Now, if you look at the mandate of the ORA now, almost complaints.
Yes, and no sooner but first of all, let's establish the fact to say the edikai omampenyi ewo tumi ewo mrakwan so say obe set up a commission and a committee bia with a special purpose vehicle say one mandate mo say I mean, and you must say it say no monko. These are your terms of reference. Now, from what we are told, no, we are made to understand. Say, or rather, babaya investigation. As much as say, woman need prosecutorial powers, you know, their mandate per the reference of my penny dia mom when they say woman investigation. I don't know your proud one. A bit me abua na afi attorney general eteki officer. I mean, based on the evidence gathered, no. Me a starting prosecution. Now, will it be wrong in law for the president to have established that committee in the first place?
Well, Menia. President, yes, sabe, a executive power na edi amano.
Exactly.
Sabe, omai tumi nyina eshanansa. Yano yentumi nkase sabe tumi na omadi ama wonso no. Tumi no so faye sabe niema emwaye nyina. Yana ye kasa asem we minority asema ye kano. Ye nkata katasheshe any proyeso. Yen yesane, yen so. But President Susu who said, "Unuta special prosecutor, 7th Parliament ye create sa particular organ no."
Yes,
it is not too long. And I go and look at the terms and conditions and the role of the special prosecutor. It was specially designed, say, to come and help the Attorney General Department on some of these issues. Look, the public opinion. So because a man for you corrupt, a man for you sick. And the you bit me aka. Inti ora no eba be gisa complaints no keke. Omu wie a no mo sa de sa complaints no asa de akwa koma state institutions na omu to me some be sa de no. You have been duplicating. Because Obama politics no asa nema bebre. Sa nema we no uya ehye onkrofo kutupa mo mudi bone. Here operation recover all loot. Already know you have created in the minds of the people. Say some people have come to loot the states. And they say, why don't we send them direct to the powers that can deal with those people?
Maybe already know the office of the special prosecutor, the attorney general, it was so much on their hands. I mean, adding up investigations of this nature, no, I mean, will take a very long time. Into your Mampenyi Susu say, well, no, a special purpose vehicle, a bit me ISI investigation. No, now they are not prosecuting anybody. So why don't you allow them to do their investigation? Then afterwards,
we are not stampeding. Yeah, stampeding investigation, no. But in any case, to me by or more, I would go investigation. Now, Sabin Prediasa, Okujato, where Sabin Prediasa, expertise Ben or when it comes to investigation matters.
Yeah, but he's not the only person on the committee.
No, you see, we are just trying to. At the end of the day, you know, Yana Ghana for you. You better be complaining say ora omwa di yesika. Yana you be complaining because omo ba betnase, omo ba go into ABCD, omo ba betnase allowance is betua, omedidi, omeye we nyina. At the end of the day, so she so free mumma.
But they have stated said they are not on government payrolls. I mean,
it is not about government payroll. There are so many expenditures that are not on government payroll. And two parts say, "Ajuma no mobile betna, office no mobile betna, nkania no mobile so, papers no mobile use. Sabi impredia so mutna so muye nipa kombedi omo. Inti ni nyina no e free. Enye free. And I hear say already the state has a lot of these institutions that can deal with it. Sabi special prosecutor for Eko on me are dealing with it. Say for the police department or more investigation departments, go and let them deal with it. These are state institutions that are mandated to go into matters, and they have the power. But now over the table, as you be complain. Would you complain you are after now the Aquacoma state institution? Yes, but meanwhile, there is a department among them. Uko a special prosecutor or more department that are responsible for investigations. And they've never come out to complain, say, complaining, say, we are overwhelmed with work, so we cannot do anything. They have not come and now complaining. A special prosecutor come about complaining
not to the best of my knowledge, honorable, but
complaining
the average Ghanaian no meet you therefore no see.
You see, and minority, we should not do political witch hunting, which at the end of the day will not bring us any resource. We shouldn't do that because yes, Anna, my young crown for now, Sabi, party for no, almost suspect Mr. Speaker, almost suspect you say, Abia, Ukra, Bibino, say, suspect, no more to Asha also because. Omofu say operation recover all loot no but eventually no obekwana entesa. So they are just harassing people. But say you na to your boss na ya mamra no a ese edino ni omo aye suspect say sabe omo abokro no ana omo loot no na emra no ni state institutions ni omo dia we may be getting some positive results. But other than that, this oral thing no who did this at the end of the day no yen crop for be ka Yanya Juma. Na eso di Kabia side e dia breye. Mimi wo am we yatua. So we think that for fairness, the state institutions that are mandated to do this work no, they should go and report whatever issues no more no. Omo reporting state institutions no. And then let these institutions take this up, matters up and deal with it and good results will come. Onyo sabe nia wakwaye bibia emfata no emrani ni bedi. Now, Obi so almost suspecting it wrongly, so Emran's bed Ebejano. But say, I know the aura with who say the last span of this aura is very short.
So, I mean, three major things lifespan, no, a short, and then two, it has no legal locus. But that is the question I was moving towards. Now, the question, I mean, will you be comfortable on the minority side? Should today the Attorney General decide, say, why establishing a legislation to back the operations of ORA? And no, will you submit to this particular committee and then the related investigation? The
good thing about Ghana, any democracy, you see, let the laws work. That is why we say the rule of law. The laws must rule. So if the laws are ruling, they are effective. Say to me, Attorney General Department. Who say, "Nyuma na omo di ama me ne dooso. Me why me to me ni bi. na me de ahye nkrofo yinsa na tumi aba be di omonsa no matimi ya adwuma. It is the laws that are working. It is not man that is working.
Okay.
Are you getting me? In a state where we have moved away from the military coup d'etat here and there, and we have accepted the rule of law, we must all allow the rule of the law to work. Other than that, there obi bedini to me keke. Unu say o man for bebre e na mama for fie, no makoji we car, no makoji we, no makoburu we, no makwasai we niema. Is that the rule of law? That is not the rule of law.
So if the operations
military, that is the some kind of ad hoc military operation.
And another situation that we are likely to find ourselves. But you wouldn't have a problem if it is backed by law. I mean, that fact must be established.
No, that's why we are saying that we must use state institutions that are backed by law. Because Obibedi is a minority, kasano, sabe, protect you. No, we are not protecting anybody. We also think that let the laws of this country operate fairly. Nti nese ora wo to me na omudi to me ni juma. Why not? We are all under the law. The president is also under the law. The Ora people now, they are all under the law. Everybody in Ghana is under the law. So let the law work. Say yama emrana nya juma. People will take their own might, their own strength, and do things that will cause a lot of trouble for you, cause a lot of trouble for me. And yes, I would see who still the honor be a catcher of a sorry free and I mean I be baby juma. But
in your candid opinion, no, I mean, the office of the special prosecutor was established under your government, under the leadership of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, as we speak this morning, the purpose and the rationale here, the office of the special prosecutor, no, has the office really lived up to its mandate to Ghana and Mrano Ede Emano in terms of the fight against corruption?
You see, that is one thing. Entina yen yefu say yan to your boss corruption. We will create in the minds of the people that people are so corrupt. But at the end of the day, when the laws begins to work, you realize that we are rather charging emotions instead of dealing with the issues. And now, make sure say Omati Orai. Ora no already are creating in the minds of people say some people have come to loot. So we are creating a special purpose called Ora. Operation Recover All Loot. Until at the end of the day, so Operation Recover All Loot, to me, and GBB and Free Power. Ubeba say people will think that politicians are just covering themselves. See, Okuja Tona were chairman of this particular occasion. No? You remember what the Jacobi land is sort of property be, and they went to court. At the end of the day, the court ruled in favor of the late Jacobi Lante. But in the public opinion, no, the man was painted as if he was so corrupt. But in actual sense, if you go through the laws, it is not every property that has been acquired. And I said you, and yet Bibia Sabi Obia Timiano and all the chrono coins so and all the bonny at the Anya Sanemano. But you create in the minds of the people say we are politicians are too corrupt. You may not see the work of the special prosecutor. Because as some now the special prosecutor no, or the man Juma. So the man Juma said that Sabi Imprevious and Nipano Antiamra. Now, Cassie Nipani your crow for Bonnie Day, Mamma for with a your crow for nobody in the bedroom ran anymore. And Mano, Omo Monaco was a Nipana Mokronwa. Ube will say, Nipa, who catch up with Omea Confonia and Najidina Abba form. But I think that the special prosecutor and the office of the special prosecution is doing well. We need to help it. Say Mrano Bemomo, Nay reporting crimes now, you fool sama for a committee no. Nay providing enough evidence so that they can also work. Because special prosecutor no, so he doesn't know everything. Can he know everything on this earth? It is not possible. It is a who say Obia di Bonia prepare with evidence. Make sure that you support the claim. So at the end of the day, the special prosecutor's office or the Yoko office or whatever office that is backed by the law, no, or move it to me a year, Jumano, no more year, Jumani. Na me no me, no, Yahuatoy, na Ghana, Yahuaton, Sabi Ghana, ye mammy, a ye so a ye mau, a ye so a ye mo, Mafuina. But if you ask me, say, whether they've been able to achieve that aim, I think that yes, they are a group of people with law, with special expertise, and they are supposed to work. Let's give them that mandate. Let's support them. I mean, if we say they can work effectively if we do all that.
Very well, but in the nutshell, no, I mean, you have resolved say a former appointee be appear before oral.
Yes, that's our call. That is the call of the minority.
Kessben.
Would that be the right thing to do? I mean, if there is nothing to hide.
Oh, that's why we are saying that. Look, as for hiding, can you hide? Nobody can hide. But let's do it right. Let's get it right, and when we get it right, everything will be fine.
Very
Nothing.
Well.
Nobody can hide. Where are you hiding to? Nti mimi wojidie say sabe mpra biasa. Se mrane ni omudia ebeboa ye se nipa dasani ene omubedi.
Very well. Honorable, I'm grateful for your time, Anope. Medase Papa.
Medase Pa.
Enti Pandaim Rashebedwani on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party speaking to us on the sidelines of Endra. Press conference minority no a year war Rashebedwam indicating to all former appointees of President Akufo-Addo say I mean ora no illegal some sort of I mean emrebian territory enti no homo frewa opa banko opa na beko I mean those are some of it but my yentie some of the commentaries na yemra na yentie press conference no emra
Kessben.
And we're invited by this so-called aura. Advice to you from the minority is to boycott any invitation from the aura team. We are not going to be part of it because we believe that there are constitutionally established bodies that can investigate any so-called misdeeds of the government. What are they doing? What they are doing is to go about disturbing people, entering homes, taking vehicles, seizing vehicles, and more or less taking over lands from people who have genuinely purchased lands. What the former government officials have done is to acquire properties that legally they could acquire. No illegality has taken place. In any case, the NBC, their members have also acquired lands in this country. The executives, Okujetu Ablakwa and Co., they live in the cantonments. They live in the airports. They live in their childhoods. Lands which were government lands, which they bought many years ago. So if you are a former government official.
Very well. Ora Jodako. Swami Emrashe Bedwedi now what is only did a press conference for the minority. He's also a lawyer of good standing, a former lecturer at the law school in Gempa. Orajo Dakon Komo Enono. Odone Besi a year the former majority leader and then was a chairman Sabonsu replacement and what is or this answer no to Jano. But quite an interesting one. One more to talk to government lands. Abaye chebo no. Dinyina ka ora adwuma wo mo eye de ho. Wo mo asase bia wo to ye bia ya aban de bia. Whether wo famra kwan so one famra kwan so ya aban de. They see no reason why aban sase no. As I say wo mo a e wo power na wo mo authority no. Must make sure say one more tonton answer no e de amema mo. But the question again will be warrior of one son no ahwe there wahwe wan kasa so wo there indeed and yeji aban sas and we agree say yeji because aban sas the bebre na one more tonton de ama wo mo airport residential area the extension our more year development and sase our more ton to your friend is a military for na what 37 okay to DVLA officer there wo police barracks are there ho yetu omu nyina from opebia enclave ni mo ebe nyina yenim kwa amofa so tons as you know and we move map must happen. I mean those are government lands baby are buying institutions ahodo edi omu dwuma today as we speak yes here the airport extension project and we've sold the lands to private individuals. Okay, today go to cantonment and draw report back one you see the NDC must be careful. Medical catch them all real of one side no I heard there because mobile ye mon call for the bin so start din sem hunu. Okay? The report I had yesterday, Oko Cantonment, GIS, opposite or Echiho, baby, I see judges in the bungalows now. I mean, I buy bungalows, this is when people have started. Say, one more grab this answer. So please, Mubaya what is right, and when you what is right and pleasing for this country. But I call lines this so now many Ora anti-corruption crusader. Vitals are him any and Komo Emra. Mr. Azim, if you can hear me, good morning. Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, good morning. You're welcome.
Very well. So first off, Operation Recover All Loot is a committee put up by the president to initiate an investigation about certain things that, I mean, contextually we are told is not right in terms of the fight against corruption. But the minority is resisting fiercely, indicating that it has no legal backing, and so no former appointee of the former government must appear before such a committee. Now, with this directive going to the former appointees, is that the right way to go in terms of our fight against corruption?
Well, I don't think that's the right way to go. It may be that there's no act of parliament backing the order. And we know that even if it's in the constitution, even if there's somewhere in the constitution, that constitutional provision needs to be backed by an act of parliament. So that makes it a bit difficult for the order committee. But for me, they are not supposed to investigate. They are just to receive complaints and check on the basis of those complaints, like gather some evidence for further investigation by the investigative authorities. But people make a mistake of thinking that they are investigating. They are not investigating. But then if you go with some information, some allegations to them, they can't just take it and pass it on without checking to see whether your allegations have a basis. So, for example, if you say that the plot of land is being bought and somebody is putting a house there, and you name me as the owner of that house, at least they should be able to find out whether it's true that I'm the owner of that house. Maybe check at Lands Commission to see whether I've registered it is registered in my name or whatever. And that's all they are doing. So I don't think there is an investigation. It is gathering evidence for future or further investigations by an appropriate authority. But having said that, this act of parliament is not something that they cannot obtain. The executive can bring a bill to parliament for it to be passed, so that the former employees cannot use that. Cannot use that as a basis to refuse to appear before the committee. But the point is this: if there's a house allegedly raising your name, and they want to find out whether it's true or not, if the house is not really your name, why are you hiding it? Tell them it's not in my name, or in my name I legally bought it. These are my documents. You see, you are former public officers, so you have an obligation. You swore an oath of allegiance to the state, and so because of that, you should cooperate with the order. That's how I look at it.
But if the mandate is only to receive complaints from the public and then to a far extent find out whether those complaints, I mean, are based on real-time evidence, then one would say that there are several departments within YOCO, then even STRA to a far extent as well, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, who are mandated by law to go into some of this investigation. So why don't you allow the state institutions, I mean, to carry out such an exercise, but rather form a different committee with such a mandate? Isn't it the same as what the other existing offices are supposed to do?
I don't think it's exactly the same. Besides, they're just going to complement the work of the other agencies. Like I said, from my understanding of the order, they're just gathering evidence to put before the appropriate institutions. They'll decide which institution you should go to, and then send it to them to now conduct investigations. As an honest citizen, I may have some information. I may not know where to put it.
Okay.
But when I want to give it to the order will now state it, decide that this is
OSP or Yoko or Shrag is the appropriate institution to look at it. So I think that they are just going to help the work of the other institutions, the state institutions that have been mandated to conduct and investigate into alleged corruption.
Yes, but would the minority be right to say that because it is not backed by law, I mean, the former appointees must not subject themselves to such a committee? Indeed, they see it to be more of political witch hunting, which is ordinarily, I mean, people using their own mandate to do what is not right. So, I mean, are they justified in their thought and then in their decision?
Yeah, legally, it's okay for them to do that. But, you see, as I said, the public officers, they owe an allegiance to the state. So if you are accused of something and you are not wrong, what prevents you from appearing and proving that it's not true that you have done something wrong? It's your own interest, in order not to subject yourself to an in-depth investigation by the appropriate institution. Provide evidence that this house is yours, that you acquired it in 2001 before you came into power. Simple.
But from where you sit as an anti-corruption crusader, I mean, the approach initiated by the oral committee, is it really right? I mean, the way manner in which they are going about their mandate, can they really withstand the test of time?
I can't tell, but I believe there is a temporary body following the change of government.
Kessben.
And if they collect their information and pass it on, they'll probably be disbanded. Because see, they work elsewhere. I think all of them work elsewhere.
Exactly the question I was coming to.
So this is the permanent appointment. And for now, the government says they are not going to spend public money on them. And you cannot continue to do that. If they are supposed to continue to exist, you probably have to provide a secretariat for them. You have to provide secretariat staff, equipment, maybe 1 or 2 vehicles. They are going around verifying some of these things. They cannot be using their own money for buy petrol for their own cars to be driving around. It will be unfair to them. So I think it's a temporary body that will do some preliminary work and then leave the scene.
But should we say the existing government institutions must take up this mandate? I mean, for instance, the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Already there are a whole lot of perceptions about the kind of work they've done in the past year since their establishment. Are we to trust that they will do a better job in coming to finality with these matters? I mean, the perceptions that Ghanaians are having that there is a lot of loot that has happened in the last 8 years, and so we must find a very amicable solution and then get to punish people who are really involved with some of these activities. Should we trust that the OSP this time round may do a better job in the absence of the government that actually created that office?
Well, I would want to give them the benefit of the doubt, more especially if the ORA is able to provide indisputable information about some of these allegations. They have said that they have about 700 complaints, but some of them may be about the same things. May have 2 or 3 citizens reporting about victimization. So when ORA gets them, they will now be able to sift through them and take those that are worth forwarding for further action and further investigation, and drop those that do not matter or those that are duplicated reports. So, as I said, I want to emphasize that I believe that it's going to be to complement the work of these institutions and not to take away from them. And that when they do the preliminary work, the other institutions, let's trust them to try to do their work very well.
Very well. Zazim, I'm grateful for your time this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Very well. And that is anti-corruption crusader Vitus Axim speaking to us. And okay, oral team no ya creating no and home combona no pay you know about 8 minutes after 8. But your number is 0550 567 929 0550 567 929 055 929 and no any text lines are no pay ya de eye juba o de wagenche de ba ya be jack and kind e amount. We are live on Aseda TV, we are live on Kessben TV, on DSTV, on channel 364, Go TV channel 121, and on Facebook and around the world unyaye on our official Facebook handles Kessben FM 92.9 and our Kessben TV live on our streams. Enti pacho journey na forward doing training in ano ebra. Me de Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker. This is 92.9 na mamemfa asidani bi Emma ODK Herbal Center. Na anope ODK for Adaroba mpacho yare bia ahye so a aye kwankro bia no ODK se bra na womo ebeje so ahwe etu ni nyina no ase ede amount anope se wutie me na oye obi a fibroid hawa adwen mpacho ene no oye obi a typhoid ahye so ache yepa asthma etete stroke etete sciatica mpacho aba oye ohwehwe a enye ya de sese woye nyina no ene se obetutu wanamo akopie mu ewo ODK Herbal Center na womo ebetu ni nyina no ase ede amount. They teach you why infections are best so. In fact, say yes, syphilis, gonorrhea, and any other infections ababetna also ampacho wakwa enko abedane chronic enti anope ehube hia say wode ebechemo ewo ODK Herbal Center for Asweye pacho wombeje also na womotu ni nyina no ase ede amount na eni jesem no eni say edro bi a wo mo be yisu ede asan o yare bia no 100% natural, purely herbal enti anope bo homoden na woni wo mo eni enkomo say o Greater Accra region no emua the national capital pacho obehu wo mo ewo Maakye Hills wo mo eni eye Akawe hospital no ana eben afei udru Kumasi a wo mo ewo Bremen West wo mo eni Shell filling station no ana edin hwede manope eye ODK Herbal Center on 050 5518 104 050 5518 104 050 104 and after 0544 9297 58 0544 929758 na when ODK Herbal Center for any enkomo anope na womo ebeje oso ye pa na memfa asedane bi Emma Eclipse Collateral Management and pay Eclipse for Adaroma but your property owner why documentation at the atoll property this one and pay Eclipse Adaroma one more at the document no at the bay juma na one more the year jumani no now one more commission ewo home and pay se sika why a day at the amount ope sika dia show business ni more but your fasa kwan you so nenye sika fa show business name sa ana Eclipse edini juma enti only omodi nkoma one more ebejo so na one more abwa wo ye pa eno achi no utie me oye businessman upe loan e dey free bank but your only collateral Eclipse Collateral Management for say men kancho say bra they will support, they will assist you with collateral eno no ebeboa ma wetimi a secure loan na open no and pay speak to them e won cry ha say won cry so a obefre wo numbers no wo bejo so na wo ne wa ye adwuma abom 0266 999020 0266 999020 and after 0302 551877 0302 551877 na one Eclipse Collateral Management for any nkomo anope Adenta new site Abakan Street eho ana obeho Eclipse Collateral Management. Speak to them, think safety and a decent income anope on a 0550 567 929 0550 567 929. What been born margin? Bom to say,
Nyako pada Roma Javako.
It's a year.
Hey, it's a year, Papa. Adomarakwa. Okay.
I don't pay you the appointment to the whole Enkom Wakakra. Obam paying President Eko. President Mahama appointed 10 regional ministers. Andra was also at the some appointment within the security sector at the Barber will come to that na afe yedi enkomono na afe yabisa say when next ana appointment akani nyina no so ebeba na afe Ghana for will have their minds at rest. They say lobby ni go so ayekọ so go from pom. Yes, Ministry of Health there e why pin so because interested parties in the dorsal lobby for the Ministry of Health. Now, AGRIC is of major concern, and then the Lands and Natural Resource Ministry plus the Science and Environment, and so of major concern. Galamsey, that's so cause because the boys new gumre ni mo awon mo ye adwuma pa. And people are looking forward say paying ebe na so afo won be that side man nyina no. But I mean, I've heard people ask the question say Galamsey fight near the question ministry ben ase. Already they say natural resource it's about the environment as well. It's about security threats. I mean, basically, okay, issue of Galamsey, it's cut across national security, the interior, everywhere. I mean, it will be our role to play. And it will be better say may have an interministerial committee to steer the affairs of that. Now, Enrich Yohun, Governor Paul.
Yeah.
Ashanti region, LCC Honomono, a home common so anope beba. But my member was Sunamintio first off on the minorities concern about oral committee operations and the press conference. Jodakun Swami Mrashebedweni LED minority no ma womo ye in parliament. Mamintio na yanto.
Me appointment.
Appointment
so,
no. Okay, shasi o we na mi.
Because this oral thing Kwame. If case not taking you Ubeke can see be a na akwa because I have watched televisions. Now share dwuma na omo ye na. Ya kwesa anase di ni bi. Ye situations and enye dwuma. Kwame. Say Yoko ye adwuma effectively.
Say so
office of the special prosecutor ye adwuma year. Attorney General's office ye adwuma year. Kwame national security money sa no ma ye adwuma year. There's no need for this oral thing.
Yeah.
Obi ti ne baby e be kwa kobo ni din se bia sebe wakofa land abra or find illegally. Na ye be publication ye be gun hu fie wi afie be court na ya exonerate no. That time say ye gunu hu fie wi miwa bia sa institutions here ye ka ho asemi say omo ye guda Kwame we don't need ora sa ora for Kwame busy o mai na we have a lot of qualities in them am betin barista ka bia ka ministerial appointment Kwame gidigidi ya appoint to omo start kra e convert ko yo maduma na committee appointment na aban Mamen kasa se busi asa because say you started broadcasting for fraud.
Yeah.
Na Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Kumasi Garden City Radio. Ena yenyan ntie say ya reshuffle. President Rollins aye reshuffle 1999. Na reshuffle no that's a 2000 yes reshuffle no. Sata na papa bi efe no Mr. Yanka Kojo Yanka. You remember that?
Yeah,
Mr. Kuduyanka. And President Rollins at the neighbor Ashanti region. The man worked. Kwame, when you do more papa. How a car and kofo boom programs, roads, hospitals, Kwame, cheap compounds or general Ashanti region. Ubia who say papa na yeduma. Eti obeye the darling boy of Ashanti region. We were no free ho. It yebeko 2000 elections. And a President Rollins here reshuffle. And okofa Dr. Nyama Donko at the Bar Ashanti region.
Kessben.
Dr. Nyama Donko by and kofo bonus so because a Duma na Kojo Yanka no. Nan kofo fi say what the Ashanti region he was restoring the name Garden City no. Ewo Kumasi. And ye na free ho de Mr. Dr. Nyama Donko eba. Now remember said that time na your Garden City Radio. Na papa bi efe no Kwantu Bayama George no interview Dr. Nyama Donko. Ena we interview ne bie phone line say nko former na kwaba no regional minister waba. Obi a ofre ye bia Kwame was not happy with an appointment. Obi a ofre ye bia over 20 people to 30. Obi a ofre ye bia was not happy about the appointment and the reshuffle of Dr. Nyama Donkone, Mr. Kojo Yanka. Ena presenter no bisa Dr. Nyama Donko say, "Opawa ba, se ye pese e bonum ne de ma wakwaba. Enum be na wo no say, "Bome sramengo foforo, engo foforo from Dr. Appiah." when the music started rolling, then the presenter, Kwame Appiah George, announced Amobia to say, my goodness, the man is crying in the studio. Kwame, Ashanti region, and your small region.
Kessben.
You do be region minister. Easy. Nathan Kofi Boachebe catch row. Kwame.
Yeah.
Ubi a wabeya region minister wa Ashanti region Kwame on fan to that. So I was not expecting, say, President Mahama would announce or name
Kessben.
Dr. Mwakohine as a regional minister nominee.
Okay.
Kwame, I expected that. Now listen to me.
Me too.
Dr. Mwakohine. Na appointment in the buy. I decided to go through the appointment on my penny. Aye. And I realized something. Me who say I was sitting on the TV, Kwame. And I me who say TV station be aqua hafu. Omo ye interview.
Okay.
Busa Charity Gardner say ya pointing say new regional minister. Woman who say now Kwame obia heli ababa wano just like Dr. Mwakohine dia okwa Ashanti region obia eni agem.
Yeah.
And our branch bi kasa say oh madam Charity Gardner where my classmates na Charity di fitete wado NDC na nipa mu tumpuntuo e wade so na Kwame be share the age of that guy e who say and the Charity so kasa where my classmate that's a Charity so where am Mwakohine age group ni bi Kwame check madam Akwele Oklu Linda Oklu.
Yeah.
She was born in 1979. She still has
Shai Osudoku.
Yeah, Shai Osudoku. Still, our that youthful exuberance in a woman.
Okay.
Kwame, a dear name painted the tray. With the exception of Mr. Japan. Ya pointing to Oti region. Kwame, what more ya point to almost see 10 na aban. A mubes 8 a youth.
Okay.
So a cabi picture was there. President Mahama, sir, Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment, empowerment. Kwame, a starting free sir, a honor. The American what I say. So the youth of this country, and those are many opportunity to serve as a regional ministers, and those who becoming ministers and Kasana Kwame, they have no way non-negotiable.
No excuse.
No excuse. They can never disappoint President Mahama. And more be disappointed President Mahama. Say, what disappointed Papa Noah? Kwame, you haven't disappointed NDC.
What disappointed youth?
You have disappointed the youth of this country. And you have taken something out of the youth of this country. Kwame, when you make up ye be asem near you. Kwame, and yeah, clothing allowance, media way, me could chase me clothing allowance. As a summer dad, me homa. Me yanko for a man who say yes, say me a minister be some near you. When ye, me bejen for girlfriends as some near you, Kwame. Me be chasing for girlfriends. Edwana Dramen Quatra Golden Tulip Wokumase Lancaster Hotel, member Batra, cantonment hene sky bar near Frege Bidia Mame, and one Jumana Mubeyo, Kwame, ye be money tamu. If you say Kwame. If you no peso, you say you to be say you're lining up almost say I'm gonna take over regions.
Several of them are regional secretaries of the NDs.
Yeah, regional secretaries.
Bakon a regional chairman, I think from the northern side. And Omo Kano. So quite an interesting one. But I mean kind of more backgrounds, you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Na I think the statement one issue, you know. So profile. And for the northern region, Ali Adolf John is the regional minister designate. Oti region, John Kwejo Japan. Okay. So no.
Oh.
Okay.
Mr. Japan free a mampon.
I see. The Volta region, James Guno is there. Eastern region, Mrs. Rita Akosua Ejay Awete. Ononso ewo onono say no nkrofo ni agye papa in the eastern region almost say we call yellow crobo constituency ni ma adwuma ma me na ye for the NDC no she deserves the mandate. Northeast Ibrahim Tia, Ashanti region Dr. Frank Abuakohene, Upper East Donald Chus, Atanga. Then I have for Charity Gardner, Savannah, Salisu, Awurubi, okay. Then Greater Accra, Linda Okulu, MP. Now, this is the profile of Dr. Abuakohene. I've known him for some time. Now, I remember during student politics days, you know.
Yeah,
he was a National Dukes president. Campaign man. Dr. Frank Abuakohene is a medical. Yes.
Me TV station be on me interview. Kwame nipa best over 30. Obi enu waka asembone fa.
Dr. Frank Abuakohene is a medical professional. Richard Penny picture no to TV ne so mame. Is a medical professional and youth leader with expertise in healthcare, governance and public service. He holds a Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery from the University of Ghana, a Doctor of Medical Laboratory Science degree from the University of Development Studies and an MBA from the Accra Business School. He is currently the Ashanti Regional Secretary of the NDC. Mr. James Gunu is a veteran media practitioner. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in journalism, a Master of Arts in Development Communication, and a Master of Arts in Local Government Administration and Organization. Mr. Gunu is the former MCE for Akachi. Okay, Mrs. Rita Akosia Eje Awete is a distinguished leader with a wealth of experience in governance, education, and community development. She holds an MPhil in leadership from the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and has an impressive track record as a local governance practitioner, having served as a presiding member of the Yulokrobo Municipal Assembly. And that I would say first female to become the presiding member for the Yulokrobo Municipal Assembly and Deputy Eastern Regional Women Organizer of the NDC. She is also a seasoned educator and an advocate for women's empowerment with a commitment to advancing local development and inclusive governance. She is currently pursuing a PhD in migration at the University of Ghana. I mean, profiles ninja bad. It's nice, but the human eventually. Mr. James Kwadukapon is a business executive and former member of parliament for the Akan constituency. He serves currently as the NDC regional chairman for the Oti region. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in education from the University of Cape Coast. Mr. Donatus Atanga holds a master's in human rights and a Bachelor of Education degree in social studies and mathematics from the University of Education, Winneba. He has previously served as a coordinator of the National School Feeding Program and presiding member of the Bongo District Assembly. Thank you. Mr. Ali Adolf John is an education professional, having served as a tutor, circuit supervisor, and a desk officer within the Ghana Education Service structure. He holds a Bachelor of Education and Masters in Technology degrees from the University of Education, Winneba. He is currently the Northern Regional Chairman of the NDC. Madam Charity Gardner is a businesswoman and a human resource professional with close to a decade of experience. She has strong credentials in non-profit humanitarian work with specific interest in girl-child education and empowerment. She holds a master's and a bachelor's degrees in human resource management. Mr. Salisu, a law lecturer, lawyer, valuation professional, and development expert. He has previously served as district chief executive of the Central Gonja District. He holds a professional qualifying certificate in law from the Ghana School of Law, a master's in law degree from the University of Ghana, and a Bachelor of Law and Bachelor of Science in Land Economy from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. The Honorable Linda Okulu is a member of parliament for the Shai Osudoku constituency. She holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Administration, Banking and Finance from the University of Ghana. Mr. Ibrahim Tia is a public health, finance, and local government professional with expertise in systems management, public relations, and health financing. He has extensive experience, including his work with the National Health Insurance Scheme, where he rose to become the regional. He rose to the position of a district manager to deputy regional manager for the Northern Regional Office of the NHIA. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Information and Communication Technology, a postgraduate diploma in Management Studies, and a mini MBA in Project Management. Mr. Ibrahim Tia has served as the Regional Secretary of the NDC in the Northeast region since 2019. And to go profiles ne de ebi mo de ede wo mo masuan so ko ani ma fine na adwuma ne be kire ana meboa
yeah adwuma ne be kire Kwame. Yes, so to say the Kwame ye kan ho asem no they can't disappoint President Mahama. They cannot. Now one thing be so anaka Kwame me person kan President Mahama ko ye sade na ma me aka Kwame be me de so we share President Rollins na o make appointment based on baby and periphery.
Okay,
you understand? Say Mr. Kojoyan Kasma na make.
Yes.
Say or free central region obeye region minister our Ashanti region. Dr. Nyama Don Kofi Eastern region Koforudia.
Yeah.
Ya de ne ba Ashanti region. President Mills Bayen the first appointment in comforting office for 3 months no. And we reshuffle. No say
and or swap
or say or percent national unity. Eba. So how they be say Mr. Samuel Sapo from Ashanti region called Central region. Mr. Rikupoku.
Yes.
Honorable Sankore. The different I have to Ashanti region. On and on and on and on. Kwame kia try sad yen bima and kebeti mi aboye. Because baby and net and for the social media. Eke cat tribes need to boom no Kwame. Yeah, sad enough for just 6 months crack a bit me aboa. Me, I don't believe in somebody from her and kon bit me develop yo. Kwame. I him for kahun and omuto regional minister for. You understand?
Yeah.
MMDCs obianum de hiano. So the bichi. So they are working and they account to the regional minister. Then the regional minister relay the information to the president. So I would have wished saying Kabia first time President Mahama. 2012 to 2016 when to me and yes adam secretary yes adi we say neutralize sa unnecessary tribal politics no a by a system no akebetimi aboa na ade ba ko pe na President Mahama enyoma me Kwame the MMDCs no appointment no Kwame wahu omo ya submit omo ko you know vet no my goodness.
When you obi an submit you so what now apply
and apply
o carry who here no
na Kwame wait I have a problem with it.
Problem then they say
me problem I me want to say I'm like so crazy my main problem me say I have an issue. Kwame me issue ne say till you
me too
there are some people areas bi o ho Kwame hu hia say ye beka se osoma si deserve. Jamaican watchers.
Yeah.
There are some areas that strategically area bi wa betimi akasa mu ni na mo submit mra. Near show bi oye good, near vet wo but area bi o ho Kwame. Esese enemu ni punish straight because of aduma awaye. Hwe. Emra na me hwe ade bi. Ukọ ba bi ti say Kwabri East.
Yeah.
The last election 2020 Nana Adodan Akufo-Addo had 82,000. Little over 82,000. Francisco Otten had 77,000 and over. Kwame. This year, Abrantia no more punching no NDC for money buying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say Joseph Amankwa Nuruddin. He was able to reduce Nana a year say presidential no Emane call about 50-something thousand.
I see.
You understand? Emo no presidential no omo dia ne appreciate. NDC dia ne appreciate. Such a person.
As I say, the man is
straightforward. No kwa say your friend say organizing the who ye because district chief executive Kwame sometimes when in the padis was so our district so what's our contest here ebia na hoye stronghold you cannot win but a betimi aboma you keep reducing the number rather than say yes abe yi say nipa na kwatena nchen ni ama nkofa akoye vet ni akofa obi foforo de aba
but I think say we parliamentary candidates na when we knew what baby our contest you stand a stronger chance of becoming the DC or the MC.
Good, that's what I'm saying. That I can appoint Patinuko straight.
And can more
straight.
Kwame say open up so
based on performance. And let's say be a parliamentary candidate be now or resource ni be near the amount, but based on performance.
Okay.
Kwame ko fire juma.
E ko fire juma, but obi mu so anya juma.
E bi anya juma kra. So those who worked, especially in Ashanti region, reduce a lot of people, a lot of, if I say, votes. I appreciate it, the numbers of President Mahama and their parliamentary candidates. So areas like that, you don't allow people to go and do that. Oh yes, you open up for corruption. Then Kofa started trade sika, ahimfo bejisika, and Kofo NDC bejisika, afeyanum Kofobia. Free a certain region, they don't even go there. They don't know what is happening there. But the moment Tomatis Asadi and Abano, I feel no call for candidate, no more lobby from Accra.
Now, I didn't show because I go from Paul. You see. So from the word go now, office of the DC and now office of the municipal or metropolitan chief executive. You take it serious as a country. And no wonder say the year when San ye be who know. When the NPP came into office, okay, I don't know before the board John Boadu some water. Say John Boadu actually any favorite near woman normal positions in the year day. Any mao. Say ye can say NDC for no ashe say regional executive committee no any year interviews near there. Okay? I ask myself that position now DC is the MC is the person of occupy no. Government offices.
Yes, government office. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, a state office.
State office. Why do you have to bring
the Local Government Act, and establishes our offices. So my question is that why can't we get the Civil Services Commission, okay, to interview people, one more submitting one more applications to become a DCE or an MCE or a mayor of Kumasi or Accra? Na yen kase appointment Civil Services Commission ye the interviews ni nyina de ayede e de ahyemunsa and na local government service ye the appointment ni nyina de ayede e de ahyemunsa interviews e for appointment ni ho nyina no monye okay muye wia
fantastic
mon submit a short list na mon famra
yes
rather than to say party regional executives and the national executives and enquire those people the vetting. So what it means is that automatically you're turning that office okay
into politics
into a party office and your politics yeah no party office say who call party position at the constituency level and your because regional executive emra me interview one more vetting and I'm a boy exactly but you are going to seek for a public office as much as those appointments must come from the party that is in power. In my view, I feel say the interviews must not be conducted by the regional executives.
Yeah. Favoritism.
Okay, the local government service, the Civil Service Commission, so why don't we allow them to accept the applications, sit down, run through, the interviews, and do a short list. Say nipa miensa, one more kasa based on performance and based on quality and qualifications. Now you see, o competencies now one more a short list. Now if you more push the amount mampenyi or mampenyi nipa 10 they apply. You share mono these three major people they are qualified. And they see regional executives in them quiet. A junior the ABC. So who na ya regional chairman, me a regional secretary. Akwayo babe pre DC nana. Me come regional campaign election. Wanye campaign ama me. In fact, me aware pass or to abadi yede.
Etiame.
Zani pan obeda hwenanim. I recommend it so omra first reading. Zani pan obeda. And the regional executives are going to make sure say one more the favorite in the Debekwa DC position.
Naka.
Said ye be in the next 2 years was about be the same position ni BMO. DC ni bet me ide. Aye adwuma de amano.
Yeah.
Regardless of the person's competencies. Enti obekwa akotena ho. In fact, assembly concept in the crown on tiasie.
On tiasie.
bylaws na ye de running assembly no on tiasie local government act on kinda on tiasie onim de ewom de onima ne say chief eyaba common fund aba yes school dan bi so apawa ha no wasan ye de ade beto ho ba ne so won tro minute wo so kra wontimi minute enti ebe wie no oh this year anya adwuma oh this na party for na dwa de omo ye nyina ne say nana edu anopa na chief co officer party chairman ba be hu no organizer beba constituency women organizer na fe polling station for the branch executives no wo so start ye den ba wo kɔ ne yesi o chief no ho okay o committee bu okuma as regional minister fe no ano no na party for na dwa because wo ba ye no wa me ye de epe
wa me ye de epe na Kwame NPP for the CBC de na okay
I mean why
okay say omo ye mo call vetting the greater idea no so hey media no
yeah
see have call hey very say papa very say so ajeso ane woman Elizabeth Saki me boa
ayin
yankase na di first vetting for na babeka say we na di first but me we ase January di first o man pani say this is my preferred a cover problem there by on Kaiser after 2021
I remember
the vetting for no tenase no say this is our choice but o man pani say that o man pani office o betwa no wa sia say akwa we be ba de da
eno na ama AMA ni nye ye besi nda
yes
AMA no na sisi a unti omudi
I
o cover that point AMA na na sisi a tete apansam
no so Kwame
a wo hu de omo ye
enti me de ne kra de e ba kope se na me hwa adibi ase ukọ ba bi ti say address cheduma say nipa bears over 15 and Kwame almost submit. I don't have any problem because of your NDC stronghold. You understand? But oko baby to say Obuasi East Yajama NPP. Okay. Oko baby to say Kumawu Eric Opon Collins J Isaac Wilson Shamsu Huda Kwesi Amankwa Anahana Kodria on and on and on. Kumawu NPP the winner. Etienne share the NDC ni no contest here. Kwame share performance. The by-election, the performance. Na ho keka our party nim na dwuma waye. Jamaican what I say, was he able to appreciate ne kasa ne yemu no, can you do the work of you ho? Obetimi ya dwuma ni ye na nanom penasem. That is what the background checks. This is the basic background check that you have to do. You don't allow people to contest. What was no
for na yes background and I before.
Otuani akwakofa ai Kwame eke fantastic ayi otuani akofo obi fra abroche sesi ameno ka sei sa ayi aye ka ho asem sisi ayi sa ayi aye ka ho asem Kwabri East aye ka ho asem yes nkofo bi omo executive omo akwatra abroche omo akwatra abroche omo amabia beteki omo executive position Kwabri East Kwame ama nei DC ni to ay time ye be election 2 weeks to the election and sa na omo ba DC ni to ye de ye nya mpanifo nkra ha a omo free se ho no omo free gurus a omo lobby fam edemo me Kwame nipa no a ho no minim no Joseph Amankwa no redi ni minim no ba Kwame me hwe se Danado Danko Kufuado vote wa ayi Kwabri East na do so sin what they had the whole upper East region in 2020 election na such a man Joseph Amankwa no redi etimi be reduce number no Kwame. I appreciate President Mahamad ya eno ka ho na NDC winning 57 point something no so such a person you don't allow people to contest him. One can't point. Yes Kwame you can't for say yes submission and famra no be nusu ne popularity ne connections no buduza akwanu pan konto baby afobo say district chief executive no a ye de ne beba no afeda we no appreciating kakran no a o reduce number no wasa the district chief executive no ene na sa compromise no wa be contest no wa be pay na fio afe no wasa de numbers ne konachi we dey ye clear Kwame areas ni bi wo ha ubetimi aye baby ti say KM Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly
Kwame onim ni po person kuma ne ko
okokum KM na akasa na Kwame constituency say all best about 5 or 6.
Okay.
Menshia North and South. Ewo Subin constituency, Bantima constituency. And a Hefebim. Is a 6 as a 5. Kwame.
Na me de KM ni AM ni kro mo chiche mu sa no me hu nyansa bi e wo mo.
Oh.
Na
asem we na kan say.
Me hu mfaso bi e wo sa ana ma ye nte ye ho na ye info.
Na ye kete. What was it? I kete.
Me hu nyansa bi e wo.
Me say nya makola ne
It is a city. Until you are the mayor for the city. That's all. Now assembly now one more team bebre na here. You see, when we are trying to create jobs for party people, the sustenance of it, yemfa nimdia nto ho ne de aye. Na na ati ase.
Me ti ase Kwame.
Oba okankwe ho ahwan ne ati assembly. Okankwe ho ahwan ne ati assembly. Assembly yes here, obi 2 bedroom. Obi 2 bedroom one yaji. Decentralization ecosystem. Now when you are running a city, now we mayor of the city now decentralization.
Decentralization. Yeah, na ball I mean yes decentralization.
In this greater Accra. Assemblies are here now.
Yeah, na ball aka any ball as decentralization.
Meanwhile, MC in it here. What here?
Na committee. Say
decentralization and
obi ni mun cry. Just ma make you. Obi ni mun cry. Let's all back cry. Na catch and say oh seka ha enka AM ho. Does it make sense to the person? No, wa Kumasi, uja Kumasi more. Yes, Kumasi more ni and that came ho.
And no nyanza beneka.
Udru Kumasi Millennium Plaza and Kumasi ho. What is that technical and Kumasi?
Oh yes.
Oforu Chrome a police station and Kumasi ho. Airport no baby airport no one Kumasi ho.
Now you are creating political offices in the now
ball and so many. Decentralization, ball and so many.
Is there assemblies in here in 260 something? Over 275 MPs. And you have over 260 something, 61 or 62 district assemblies. Who be MMDCEs, Omunina across. Sika ye de be mo mo kasa ye de be ma wo. Meanwhile, womunya adwuma bia. Adwuma be.
Asokore mampon Kwame nipa mako 8 se nipa 8 no ukonya obi a ukoyi no obetimi aboa muntaka wo Kwame ene do ne muntaka e beko so ani muntaka de Kwame wo ye che wawu aba Kwame mesi muntaka o mantimi antu no 2016 mesi che wawu che ono akase majai Kwame
my kind messages ni
atuma ngwa bia ja nipa mako 16
yenko
na Kwame nya is sao
interesting me there me ni KM no mo achiche musa na me am against it o ofa your friend say circle ha klole koti and as a koti klole
o de bia ti o boda dan no obi e me kwa sa na mbo klole te
wouldn't say wo mo assembly ni si here fire service for the
minimum
ho ye one assembly utu tobua kopie rich area mu ha producer area dim alajo ayawa so central wouldn't say almost what district assembly for
uta
ofa kokomlemle line yiso ade ba be CDC aba be pie ka price wo assembly office no esi ho che say edan ne kura wo ntimi mpenti ho tatantan
na oboase ni achim oboase east and west edia Kwame edia kumawu search afran place ka kumahu a Kwame ensehwe achichem sa
mayanke kan bi na nkrofo adwa wudwa kura na emfa ye ho ye ne yaka
de amadwa sese
mamenka oze
amadwa sese
so obedwa na obi kodi ni position na ye bom se yanke kan bom no say wa ka bedwa na afenpon we see good morning speaker Ejisu municipal needs a competent leader. And the name is Jerry Asante, who aspires for the parliamentary elections in the constituency. Exactly. Justice Eddie Eno Eddie Abba, Justice Ewo Edwe. So thank you, Justice. We say it's true. 2012, when the Honorable Alexander Afenyo Maakye was coming to Parliament, he was 33 years and see better things doing for Ghana. Abeku maintain message not see ye Richoko. Thank you. Open so hype here for but maintain or content na see. Or see you go explain to Yaziga. Try any noise. We will come after you. You will come after him. Say ayo day. Anyway, but there more your concert too.
Yeah, you. You be sorry for yourself. And now come hama sema obe say we are obi trust I no we do. Go better say yes. Yeah, I'm a confo. Me who message no me track message name who I'll come to you direct.
We say, Honorable Ahmed Yendi. Okay. I say I've expressed my disgust and disappointment over the trying fight of the oral team, the rampant corruption and looting of state property during Nana Bawumia government were too much. The oral team must work. We must allow them. Thank you. This one says, the Speaker, good morning. Please, can you update me on the pending graduate recruitment? Now, graduate recruitment in which sectors of the economy now can was me? Could you? My Jose.
Obi the message be about Minister Nana Kofi Odu. A whole London has 1 million.
Exactly.
A whole London. As my kind of
has 1 million.
The whole London. London kakra kai Kwame. London the case to say it is Accra ne Kofodia, a copy Kofodia. Yakabum. It's even more than that. It is even heading towards your friend is Koko London the case. What? Ni a church and 1 million Kumasi mu bebre. 1 million. 1 million. Na yede. And now we jina kwada so yi so for la interchange. I won't Kumasi home.
District assembly fufu. And so kohe de hoye. Kohe de hoye. Nipa na ote position mu na ankasa ote sa office na onim de woye. Enti no sa na kro ni be yo. Indiscipline. Trot for parking be bia. Yentimi mamra nya adwuma. Meanwhile, an assembly necessary enforces man. This one says that Mr. Speaker, I'm Ebenezer Mensah watching you live in Accra. Concerning the appointment of the regional ministers, John Mahama should consider the loyalty of Amenfi West in all circumstances and nominate Eric Afo for the Western Regional Minister. I agree with you. Amenfi West, Amenfi Central, and Amenfi East has been very loyal to the NDC. This time round, say one more reward, one more with a regional minister for the Western Regional, and you're bad.
And Kwame.
And Nana, you see, it is so bad. They say Western Regional. I mean, in time past, one of the positions in the Atina Takradi sa. Okay, position be a baby not Takradi for Najiaboso. They say Takradi Kwana. It looks as if say a year region.
Yeah.
This time round, Nanato Kumwa ye Juma 17 constituencies.
Yeah.
One more Jimu 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the effort of the constituency executives and then the regional executives currently, from time immemorial, okay, Amenfi Central and Amenfi West has always voted for the NDC. So the Amenfi Central, Joanna Kujo constituency, they've always voted for the NDC. Yes. And Amenfi West has always voted for the NDC. I see no reason why one more member of parliament work for over 3 terms. Now your man regional minister. I wouldn't see the reason here. President Mahama would decide not to do that for the people of Amenfi West just to compensate them.
Now Kwame, the same thing a sewer your friend is a central region.
Kessben.
Central region they be a regional minister. Chair ye film puano.
Ade.
I send for no more hoide. Sad danger area for no. South America is that asin to a called danger side on. They be a near cow major. Now ye regional minister cheni panika mele side area horn for no kwa yensi some kakra Kwame.
Kessben.
Yensi some kakra. And I want to say Kwame kit me a sad way bit me aboy. Watch about dress me so. Member of parliament Kwame, why ye Juman? I didn't think I beer. Ye nominate ye makasa or one kasa nominate ye friend say a district chief executive. Said the bear on bed this there no be creative problem for man. Who you be to say homeboy?
Ombenya problem.
Come you be to homeboy at you.
Ombenya problem.
Because you committee. Ombenya problem. Osha Article 78 here. Ye dey appointed ministers. Ye dey appointed ministers. Deputy ministers. The deputy minister in consultation with the substantive minister. Even the president consult the substantive minister say we betimi na yaduma no man approve answer na why. So a member, I'm not saying say it should be a law, but some of the political parties can also adopt that. Say obit a member of parliament we should how or progressive numbers. So the we are all man numbers of the party ne air costron. Obetimi amasa ni pane benefit of the doubt. Obetimi aman that privilege to nominate. So now homeboy.
What they do is that they consult the MPs. MPs
I know, but me kasa on MP na
nominate. Now the reason here MP na kasa kra on yes ade no enie. Interest now constituency ni mo doors. Okay. Now, executives in there, about 17 of them will be able to do. Okay, so if in your own accord as a member of parliament, Obanaka said, me pese constituency chairman, and a MC ya, na dia grabbing a problem because if you are okofoma, the people may prefer a be a constituency secretary, constituency communication officer, or constituency youth organizer. Okay, as much as a woman executives, you know. Party for ni mobile strength. And a party for ni so nipa see a be any DC ya obehwe party no. There are certain people like who say MP no nko ankobo ni din a na the confusion e beba. Unless say who MP na be a person call one term.
Call one term me be critical.
Because say me bebo din say na frimpon na me penwa. That means my discriminate you. Executives now can in the next primaries. One be said that sponsor will be the number be year juma dia.
And fa won say no better na say me no more tena ka say fa we nko no.
Political suicidal mission. And only the MPs nin one more say, okay? And you know you just allow the process to flow. President consult no je wadwen kire obetimi a kire say okay nipa we the man obetimi ai. But so be yi na nipa kobo nipa ba ko din de. Na na begu party no constituency. The party will go down. In fact, it will go down. Many wunya kasa Nicholas. Many nakasa. Ose Kwame. Debbie. Na me constituency. Nipa be 15 na obi aso op MC. Enti me nko.
Kwame asemo.
Obi aso op. Enti ono no so tini be bi din. And one more penny nyina so obi a ye adwuma. Okay? Obi a supporting. Everybody has worked for the power to come. And the body power could be an abenya problem. And no one say, or no, I want to down for a campaign to but election you do, I want to know when you're
yes, true.
What you say? Now, at the Musa party, no, Babelusu seat, no, in the constituency. And he said, the Omoyani, but I am saying, he said, to streamline the competence and see the real people with competence and vision. You see, the appointment should not just be, say, or a party person. As I say, who say nipa no wani suade hunu bia ono nso ba district ni mu as chief executive obebuama district na yeden a progressive
Kwame
this year in the plan is saying
Kwame is true that's the reason why I would have wished that Mr. Fusampofo becomes the local government minister. Kwame
Kessben
sa no ma ye ka ho asem ebema district chief executives no etimi aye adwuma no you will need somebody who has been there before. So the BG, who has been there before, who can check the district chief executives. And you be a Kwame Appiah Kubi akon channel self for a certain ambition. He has been there before. I don't like the situation that Yabeman ambassadorial rule. As a so car. Ufusuampo for Kwame. No, yes. So man the district chief executive. Sorry, local government. Now that the local government is connected to and as a merge with the chieftaincy. There's always a National House of Chiefs for Ashasia. Omokache President Mahama said they don't like the idea of saying. So you will need somebody as said unum kasa, unum mamre, najumu seven preduasa, ukuta native wisdom, if you nyansa or amane, cause ukofo obi green for froid or local government. I feel no babe ya. Kwame, what day a unibeka hono. Regional affairs, religious affairs, and the chieftains never count. Kwame, there will be a problem. But somebody who has been there before, on local government of Jumano, a Kwanya Mefasu, Kwame Mayan, the order. After I may think about the chieftains in Kwame, a bit me abwa. Okay. But Obia, such a sensitive and a huge tool, your fancy ministries. Not all your green, not fanny at dinner bandy. Kwame, see, I want to for my order. They say Ayini, Deputy Minister, Attorney General, no about best substantive minister. See, I appointed Ato Forsen, former Deputy Minister Finance. You appointed you way on corners of money in the elevator. Massa, me see the local government, it can make and unmake you. Take somebody who has been there before. There, you understand? And your party some and yeah, we will call Honona, Wakohu DC for not be a president. No. Me see. Mr. Fusampofo can help.
All right.
Fusampofo can help.
Fusampofo can help. We'll come back to that. Ma yanko ye juma emra na this is as be a ye messages no ba na modeba. And so you see and I make kind of na repon. party for ni obi a oba obehwe party no obi wo ye executive o de sa position ne mana nana what kill the spirit of the party.
Yeah, it's true.
One show be any ono ankasa no kra wonye friendly. Okay? Into the party for into member in chain. It is expected that DC there at any point in time there's a party for into begu feel.
DC be anam no only youth organizer be fight. Ya appointing DC no ko uni free road to ho. Sorry. Ono de. Ya fe de kwakwa.
Enti Nicholas homeboy there man honto no na. Homeboy
your brother.
Say homeboy no pay enko how.
I'm East for.
I'm East. Mama, you see, the funny thing is that Sani Papa Mua, as a Senka constituency executives na Kasatinasi. Okay? Na Wamuan Kasasho amongst themselves. Now Wamuka say, okay, party number power. Okay? There are so many opportunities available to them as constituency executives.
Yeah.
Enti Munina Amon Famwa Jembra. Okay? Why na mo person DNM as MC? The executive themselves should have been able to nominate. The American not yet. Say party
we did the executives. The bishop no be pay.
Exactly. And then American. And a consensus building. Okay. You show interest now. The constituency chairman must be able to sit down with the council of elders of the party in the constituency. Former appointees of the constituency to say, baby I yedru no assume see A and ye did di anima MC ebetimi aboa. Na Reverend Pong wo ye be ma nadmo. Okay? Ko she nadmo na ko ye adwuma. I mean, offices ni bebre wo district ni mu a wo ye adwuma ebetimi aboa. We can even recommend some of them to the regional and the national level. Presidential staff is bebre ne ye we. So mo ye ne sa na mo ma unity ne ba. Eno no na MP ni so betimi anya akokodro so okay. Se mo di we ko MC dia ene ma me nkopre we so emfama we. But in the sense amu nyina mo pene de ene obi an nkopre wa benya no wanya.
Kwame MC bi so o tiri mo den do. Sometimes officer obo ma akwhye ba bi a o so kwa amase wef e de aba be ha no. E bia na omu nna so pre bi a yi parliamentary no. Oh the bichi. Ene na Kwame na ye be omo from ebia party executives. Sebia omu create mechanism to block them from Sebia obeko district chief executive and so that day. And on to me more. Well, so that you do the party work for the 4 years they pay them and do the party work.
We'll come back to look at that. My men call you Juma bra. Me ba we be call line is you dey amon ko tebe kasa. Criteria no as they say omode aba omode vetting no. You will see how to go about it. The local government experts just to lift up because me enkrofo e kasi ento abanyi DCs no to aba kra na ensesa mame nkoton ade mra na yenye adwuba mra imbus for atenase anopay number 1 immune system booster in the country womo atenase ameni omo eba bedi nkomo oba page say
Yankopon adom Mr. Speaker.
Yes, bibi aboko there.
Christo adom bibi aboko yegide semosomo ho ye.
Erade de yenkwa ache.
Ye de nyame ase.
Yeti apopa.
Amen.
Imbus for what to say?
Christo adom nyame de yenkwa ache ye se de ode ache mo na onam imbus so ama ye nyina ya pomuden ache se nyame adom otumu se bibi adeda na akwam afin so yani atiefo ne ahwefo ne customers nyina ebo matena na ya wo so nyare wonyina gu wa bra ye di imbustable Mr. Police ni na dru no ye de ye dru ne de aye nsu ne anom ne de biarada
bedasi adope ma yeni nkomo mitiopa
medasi Mr. Speaker ye beda atiefo nyina ase ne ahwefo se wode wafidi ato ha se na anopai waje bre ehwe ye na wotie ye baby a wo bia nyame nhira no kwasem ni nyame ede ye twa afedada no ode awura foforo mu aseda enkanom na anopai me ne otwetwe nkomo kakra afa ya pomuden hunim se imbustable Mr. Free Sharp Webs de betina sese ya ye ni nkomo emfa ye duro no ho keke ne mum ye se asua de kakra ne atwe adwen asi bibi so eno nti afia yesi mu imegidi se ne oma bebre ena wode asi wani so apese wo ye na se ni nyina betimi abamu anase ugo no betimi aduru ho a age se wo apomuden mapa eno nti ena no pe Dr. Sivinya Koshapa woda ya no se ye ba ye ma wonti ase se afi no bibi biara wodi wura woni padua mu bibi biara udie bibi biara wonom empo asrade a wode ka woni padua no me pa cho so ye ahweyi wo ho enti okopoto kasema ya to ne din say be intentionally conscious of whatever you take in ade bia wo di wura woni padua mu no hyeda ya ahweyi ye pa e wo ho se de be ya enkofa ohaw ananso so boni bi emre woni padua me pacho ebia na wo pese woni edi nkomo ana asem bi kire wadwen wanom imbusti ni bi adanse e wo ho no o pese oni e ehye na ye base na ye bobi emo ye tiefo ni ahwefo tie na hye wo nkran ya ye numbers a ye didi djuma 0246 20 84 96 0246 20 84 96 ana ebia wo akra ha se wo pedro no dodo etu na se wo pese woni e ebo nkomo a number wo be frɛ 0540 71 01 13 0540 71 01 13 enti se de na me ka no medofo awutie mi ade bia wo di wura wanum anase woni padua mu afi mu ade biara wo de ka woni padua no me pa cha wo se wo ye ahweyi wo ho embu ani enwu niema so keke ya na se bi mpre bebre no nipa pre ehwehwe yedie beti apomden ho nsam de ya na ye ya to na jeje mu enti esi afi mu no nipa dodo na atena se ne na busua plane ede niema esi wo so enso so omani so enso so mapomden wo mu nipadua na ebe boade wo makode wo maba ne de o manhwe ho hwe anka medofo awutie mi se na no pay o hwe me e wo afidikasie yi so a edu papa ye kanfo ede ama wo se no de wura wo nipadua ni mu a enkofo haw bia emfamre wo na ede apomden mapa ebebre wo nipadua eye imbustable mixture police ni no edro no adenti na ye kasa imbustable mixture ye de abadwa so na eba ye nye na enam nyame ahoɔden so ede ayaresa eni apomden abre nipa bebre no ne dwuma titiri pa edie eni se e boost immune system a ewo nipadua ni mu ansana doctor edi edroyi bebedwa so odi so nipa bebre hwei ye de cortec ema ye hwehwe mu ye de ma FDA fo na no kwasem so say professors bebre bo munim de ewa bibidro mu enso de omani edi edroyi a ye ka ho asem ye chi a eye no kwasem trodo say imbustable mixture de edamufo a eye wo number 1 immune system supporter chese wonnom bia wapom de ho nsem no etumi gina nanamo so adenti na mekasa se wonfa edroyi say na se onnom a phytochemical compounds bebre na afi so edro no eye organic any side effect bia ya ye nubra ye hahama ye nua hini a ene ye natural spices e wo Ghana ha ya ene e dia ye na ebia odwuma titira edie na ya kani nyina abomu enti se wo fa edro no se onom na se diabetes na e wo nipadua nim na se doctor ede wato edro so se ye pressure ene wo nipadua nim doctor ede wato edro so se ye stroke mpo na aka wato ho doctor ede wato so a wo di imbustable mixture no eka woni padua ne pe enkwam a woni padua ni mu no ebe hya se se enya ahoden biem na atimi akon edi sanyare wanyina esunkonim na ye tuyefo ne ye hofo no ne ye ka bibi se bibi biara ye di re ni padua ni mu no ye nya hweyie nipa bebre no odidi a se bi mpraduasa bibi obesom bia no na odi se aduane ni eye neat se tisen empo se ye balance diet wanya obenya balance diet on check eno ane se ono de pinti bia da o minti de obesom bia na odi medofo awutie mi enne nipa pomden ho nsem no enframa ye home ensu a ye nom ye nuane a ye di chemicals e wo so nti no enne ahoɔden ene wo senke nipa nya no ente saa mesroment na ho nyenhwe ha enkasa me de me wo mapomden me de mitumi keka me ho ye enti me wo ahoɔden enu nti no me hwehwɛ bibia kira kwan e wo se wunya bibia de obo ade ebo wo de dua wo nipaduam se ebe ya asrafo ama wo nipadua no e wo se wunya imbust na wo de ma nipadua no na de biara da na ho odin tumi gina na namo so imbustable mixture ye ka ho asem yi ebi wo herbal shop license chemical shop pharmacy bia mu na hyane nso se na ho odin no a stand out edro na yi ne ho asinchen enu ntini edamufo a na ho odin no eni edro bia enye pe se bia wakọ herbal shop bi license chemical shop bi pharmacy bi osene dia san me nyina ho ma ne mfa edro bia ema okeke esan say aduro no hwe ho ayatrabo ho your number 1 immune system support just say ayadura edamufo a enunkuto ne adura ebo ho ban efri nyarewa ho eno nti menhwe enum bibia kekemfa nko nipadua nim ewo se nipadua no oma limit eniema ewra nipadua nim no ewo se oma limit niema ewra wo nipadua mu a edrenu energy etwe wo ya wa ho ode kofo na se ete wa ho ode so no medofo mepacho ewo se otwe ho firi ho bibi te se nsadin bebre enwusie a yetwe koye mu etoda mpo a ya na nyese sebi mpraduasa wankasa wodi nwusie na tua wano a wotwe na emomu no onam kromu kra obi ka atokra ho nwusie na nyansam ketwa medofo a wotie mi unuane a wudi no etesen wonsu a onom no etesen ni nyina ewose wo hwe se de ebeya wo nipadua no de biara da ebenya apomden obi timi sore osi masisi onom aduro bi na aduro no na nitini ni kotodwe ya ne ya onom ye no eye painkiller aboa no nti de biode no ho ato sa painkiller no so onom sa obi so si otese no ho ye ne basabasa kakra bia no akofa antibiotic na wanom medofo a wutie mi se nro na ya wonom no ya wo kenkan ho hwede esan sa antibiotic no doctors kwa me yehunu abode hwehwemufo am yehu se onom ni bebra ewo how bia ekofa bre wo nipadua no sa na painkillers bebre so wo how bia ekofa bre wo nipadua no na imbustable mixture ye ka ho asem die eni wo how bia ekofa abre wo nipadua no kire se ye den hahama enubra enua hini ne de aye chemicals bia eni so ya na edua ye hahama no ya na edua ye nua no enti no ye mfa chemical bia enka ho enti wonom a wapom den ho nsam no ejina brania chese wankasa otumu se wanya ahoden soronko ebia wakeka nwuma aboso enti wontimi na yiye nipa bia nka wose wana kra no donhwere enso kosi ne nkro so de e wose nka wonya de ma woni padua no eno nti medofo a wutie me se wo stress wo too much na okoto ho na wontimi na yiye na wo twere ban saa wachi bramu ya wontumi na edu papa ya kanfo de ama wa eyi stress efri ni padua nim na se detoxify ni padua no eye imbustable mixture ya sanamrani se police ni na duro no edre se wonya bi no ma medofo ebeboa wo papa enipa bebre no momogya ntumi ndia furusane yi omuntini no emosisi make say se wotena AC mu kakra bia ne nsei wa wo hwe o TV so agese wo ni sei o massage saa agese wo sori atese o miemia ne nsane saa na watumi dia so bibi mu obi so sori o timi de ne nan pempem ho saa obi mpo de ne nan no de ne nsa mian na atom merofo mesurement na ho mema wa ba mu se nro no wanom bebre enipa de ho ato imbusu so na wonom no nom ne yie bedi adanse se eduro no ewura oni padua ni ma eye adwuma yi se malaria na tete wo eba na ekọ eba no wano malaria dro na ekọ kakra bi na asaba obi wo ho no ma yasi afimu malaria wan fa nko hospital na se wano malaria dro ka enye enum anane mprenso so me pa chaw utie me na wote sa hunu se nkwamwa no na ho ode kofom esan se yare bi ebe ni padua mu se ya chronic se ya yare krankro se enye yare krankro no se betima free ni padua ni makontama this immune system no e wa ahoden eti se nkwamwa no ye wikipe ubon se code ta chechewo ubon se wo mene motoda na ohinu masisi untumi nya ho hwe asa ho ye obasabasa de bia yare be ni padua nim ekwa enche na aba ana yare no eba na abaje agwa na de ni nuamo nka ho ebre wo de a na chese nkwam ewo ni padua nim no na ho ode kofom enu nti na ye tufo ni aka kira wo se nipa bebre nanum imbustable mixture omudi ho adanse na doctors bebre so na de omani adi akire professors bebre mu nim de efa bibiduro mu de omani adi akire na adanse a etwagu ne de a enipa te ne de enipa nyina so ye no krese edro imbustable mixture ye ka ho asem no unya binom a wapom de ho nsem no ebetuma agina brane pa saa niam we mu nti ne enya ne gie ne ahotoso ne ade ahokeka eto ye nsafra wo se wonum imbust dampo amedofo yi bosumi ya yesimu yi wo de petu bottles na nom na hwese won so adanse a ye ka no unni bia na edro ye ka ho asem yi opedodo atu a Ghana hafa na babia ubenya bi atu na so wo akra ha se di amedofo me pacho Ekus pharmacy wa shama obenya dodo na etu ho widama pharmacy so wa shama hwa temana na boache wo honom okanshi dragon herbal shops akese ne nketu anyina imbust nya na wo mu tina tereba shop wo Ghana hafa na babia imbust enye na wo honom medofo me pacho obetumi afa ye numbers yi na wa frɛ ye ade bi a kire wadwen efa me kasa ho no obetumi ebisa ye anase edro no obetumi ebisa ye numbers no 0246 20 84 96 0246 20
20
84 96 and 0540 71
71
01
01
13 0540 71 01 13 but of me do see and I can say imbustable mixture dear a pomdema pa and a pomdema pa see imbustable mixture and I'm so police in the yenti a can't imbustable mixture what me and so say opo sinina drone nyanko ponsha pi Christo ya doma da sene ye be san so anywhere share Mr. Speaker muni nyame adwuma
whether Sinyamin count is putting up elections just like the MPship. We also need to hold them accountable as citizens of our district. Thank you for your wonderful message. One for Odianka. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, I'm Isa Mohammed from Pru East. The same thing happened to my region. The same thing happened to my region about the MMDCE. Honorable Yusuf Suleimana deserves to be given the mandate as the next MCA. Thank you, Mohammed, for a message. We say, please, I am talking about the GES recruitment, graduate recruitment. Okay, Angela Matthias here. Thank you very much. We say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, the gentleman was talking about GES graduate recruitment. Okay, Mate, we'll find out for you why. We say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Is Galamsey in the oral list? If not, please speak to that. Honorable Usman Abam. You sent in that one from Cape Coast, but my call lines in the sobra. Now, many may offer any argument. Offer Isaka Monkote, offer matching.
Yeah, my dear.
Now, a bombo go there.
That's here.
And I trade and pass the sound what they were. Now, many workers say before me do better lines should not make kind. The Local Government Act, Act 462. Now, maybe some who a lot of questions. Kwanya you first establish district assemblies, the functions of the assemblies, to even qualify to become a member of the assembly. Now, you were to say, yeah, as I say, you should do Juma assembly. What does it say? Yama DCE position, no, Ababe Dani constituency party office.
Well, act now, Ukraine.
I must say, no,
yes, I know the Act 936 and I must say.
Mamma check here, no, but me him say, no, be pronounce science, me boy.
Oh, it's science, it's almost there like that.
Okay. Mamma, here, now, why is it, say, I mean, the law talks about the selection processes need the account now, but I mean, obviously, and they NDC as a party are publishing a whole timetable. One more day vetting for their party members are more interest in becoming a DCE or an MCE.
Now, share 42 Nugrano. Actually, I was saying, we are confused.
Many are confused of me. Besides, say appointment. There's all man paying there.
Correct.
But where from the political party in power, no processes or more put in place.
Okay, so one who say the functions, who the functions of MC now and DC, you know.
I want to may check it the amended act, you know. Now,
and to what I don't worry, you support this to now. So, functions now. One, MC, or representing central government.
Mm-hmm.
And the representation of the central government, party being a form of government, the NDC.
Mm-hmm.
So, NDC, Ninkrabata, district, a constituency, And for the fact to say, or representing central government, central government in the better who say nipa we know or the same ideology as the party in office or in government. So I didn't see here. Central government in Krabata district in constituency and the nearest and are the closest to the district. And the Papa we know and only share the same ideology. Papa we know or nipa papa we no one year and nante. And because ukopa a capitalist person be kotina na social democrat mu use elements of socialism, any element of democracy ekabum ede dimwadwuma no be a capitalist, raw capitalist, property owning person. Now odene kotina wa. Don't you think that ideology no ebe misleading the whole people?
Meteor power.
And you know, the president butu the central point the top no. Now the definition of local government is how do you call it? Governing under the lowest tier of the government structure. The lowest tier unit committees, the zonals, the district or municipal or metropolitan. And the closest government I know a constituency and there is nothing wrong about it.
Well, but my point is that that office a buying office under the Local Government Act.
Yes.
Act 936, as amended in 2016. There are not much differences from the 462, But the question I may be Bisano and it's office now you didn't pane kwakotinem you buying office. Local government, ministry ana efeso. Everything that will be coming will come from the central government. We agree, say, on a party in power. But could there be a different means, the vetting of this applicant? Yebefaso atoto wamwano, rather than to say, party for no ana enshe who say wamukita ideology. Now, what about a vision for the assembly itself? What about the pure understanding of the assembly's work as established by the law? I established the district assemblies,
NDC forms now on the Abano. That position should be political. I've listened to some experts. That is how they see it. I think I want to appreciate a point. Say they should also look at the technical competency of whoever is going to take that seat. I understand it, but Nanadwa. Soa was just a party secretary, and then he was hanging around Bukum, and he was placed there as the mayor of Accra. Elizabeth Kwacho was a former MC, deputy regional minister, and she was also placed there. Now, I think, sir, besides the technical approach to MCE office, some people think that there should be somebody with that political clout. The same thing applies to Sampine because of his political clout within. But because we hear the results of the elections now, I shall say the people voted against NPP on so many grounds, including flooding in Accra, congestion in Kumasi, ineffective local government system in Kumasi, Accra, sanitation problems. There are so many petty issues. You can say these issues, Ekahona, NPP, Elusuye. Yes, you can say, I have always been advocating, why don't we bring Public Services Commission in to assist? But
in the vetting of the applicant.
But if you look at NDC manifesto, in the near future, they will also attempt to go into elections of MMDCEs, but they are not non-partisan. And yet to say NPP, they approach them as partisan. And let's see how it will go, because some of the members of the vetting committee, I don't think they are all party people, so they are novice and they are out of place. Some of them are also well versed in the local government system. And we are vetting now. I want to see how things will unfold, because the NPP, because there was a doctor, one Dr. Dodu, any a NADMU coordinator war Ghana of her. The NADMU coordinator in a doctor and free not medicine doctor of books. Because some of the questions were like, campaign, or kind ballot, I mean, these kind of questions, or they no bet me
So exactly my point, the point I'm raising, say who allow the party regional executives, say woman na envete a applicant, the applications every district ni mo and our constituency ni mo base woman pe DCs any MCs positions I mean politically na woman adwen no echo. Enti wohwe NDCD ya womo ye vetting sisi ya.
Your call has been put on hold. No, please wait to be reconnected.
Me that's it. Over year free hold na any nkobo no. Composition no of the NDC's vetting no committee no regional chairman, regional secretary. In fact all the regional executives, okay? Na repon oba constituency ni ma executives are womo show interest say womo pe DCE positions ni bi no yetimi de womo ka vetting committee ne ho, okay? The member of parliament who no person ka ho a obetimi aka ho either than that obetimi ayi ne rep ama ne rep aba betina committee ne so bi. So technically all of them are party people, so it presupposes a vetting na wo mo kwakoye no concentration no is much more on the political aspect, okay, of applicant no a waba betina omwanim enti to say the of aka no campaign ye no na wo hefa, okay. How much did you contribute? Oh, Debbie, Mami for line one. Over Timinka. Hello, over. Okay, so unfortunate. Now I was just reading the functions of the district assembly. Now I'm about so now why you magana deko. Now some of the functions. Also one, a district assembly shall, and this is Act 936, okay, or say a district assembly shall exercise political and administrative authority in the district. I know you're 1. 2, I know you're section 1. Now, B, promote the local economic development. Now what you say? So the question is that technically, how do you promote the local economic development of your district or municipality? 2, C, provide guidance and give direction and supervise other administrative authorities in the district as may be prescribed by law. And unim say all the ministries, offices in the district levels, all those district heads in DC and as assembly, you are supposed to supervise all of them. You must have an understanding of the health sector, the security, everything combined. It's more or less like Woody president at the national level. Now you come to section 2. A district assembly shall exercise deliberative, legislative, and executive functions. Okay? Enti yakani nyina de ayede edi abo ana wo ba aba best spearhead at the district assembly level. So it goes on and on and on and on. So it's not just about the political activities are you between. Technically, there are a lot of things to be done. As I said, people who choose must have fair knowledge of how to even administer some of these things.
You see, and yet favoritism, party for a better honor on my ya, Kwame. Or person was say, per the mandate of the district chief executive, he's representing the president or the district. The American watcher say, Anna appointment near political. Asani ya koto swaba. So the bichi. Enti president to no not one. Ya form ya buying and not to ya buying. Why the dias are buying by? It's a political party that brought the government. So the bichi. So the politics no political party they say we need somebody or bet me aboy your president. I make sure say your district in a bekoso to amass votes. So the bichi.
Yeah.
Your district in a bekoso because ultimately could ma obia sakwa. As a political party they have say.
No, I agree. I'm saying, say, once the party is having a say, okay, say nipa 3, and a party that's selected in the district, you can allow the Civil Service Commission or the Public Service Commission to run the vetting. Okay, so that Nkonko is a vetting, no, is about politics. Because at the end now, office no occupy, no, it comes with a lot of technicalities. A fee party no ebe select area no. Nipa no bedu no hu na adwuma eseso ye. But you let's put it there.
The experts Kwame, they can also make mistakes. Some of them they can be also compromised. Me dey say Omapanyi make it straight, you know. Onje JJ ye fe say let's say regional ministers Kwame Omapanyi yanto swaba. We can do the district level. Kwame, you can do it.
But if I enter Ghana rice,
I need to come into me because I'm Ghana rice. Kwame,
yes.
And I know now you call meeting or Bantman. Muntias my bacon, and I know you call meeting or Bantman. Now me call baby to me a matter say me coffee and could did. Ye from me baby did tamu cobra baby, and I'm so. Mammy did kakransa, and Sally come do fear now, Diasa, now the agent as to feed you. And I'm a call restaurant to be a bantama. Kwame, me toy jollof rice. Kwame omotima me ti the first position menu na me say ade ne amagana. And I started say I don't know who you and I say amagana. Me ana me to amagana. The taste ni bibia. Say Kwame emfa ho no how bleach aye bleaching with ebia tomatoes ni still. Amagana de what ya no hu say amagana rice and the mufua and I'm say me di amagana ma amagana baby abefa bia mu say nkofo iti amagana say I ma me say I ma amagana immediately me no abi na meto amagana rice a rice Ghana Kwame eni siase emu na de emu na hwam ma before me koso no amagana say en kan kire Ghana for say da mo ase yes abashia Ghana for ma yade much less some permit in Ghana and no man pa and yet President Mahama inauguration nkwa and a Kwame Appiah say made in Ghana was displayed kente nkwa the much less said ye mudia komo ye mu consume no Kwame mo pe Ghana de so ampa ama Ghana Kwame Henry Kota and Science farm ameka say abansi obi afa ma Ghana rice and enfani Christmas no mo Kwame Ghana for no akasa kire eti ama Ghana for se fanfa fidie so ne na mo ase Ghana for a mutugu ya mu yiso na mu diye ya da mo ase o ama Ghana rice Kwame na ye tugu so se ya Ghana nko an ye die Kwame obi e papom de enu ti na mu ni na tugu so an omu di adekonti apart from say ya Ghana de na wudi na sika ne ka Ghana hase no na obi e papom de edi ti na apom de wo ama Ghana mu Amagana rice no Kwame ya package ye dua no Ghana ha epese wo Ghana ha ena ya sone so Ghana ha ye dia fa fidie mu Ghana ha ena ya package no Ghana ha eni sidi na research so am ya tiase se prekese ewiase ni na baby edua prekese a efifi no so hu wo dua prekese na se fifi a se wo dua mo na so amfa bibia mframu a sasa no dua mo so na amfa bibia mframu a wafa bibia mframu ti se nipa no wodi a na sasa na yare eti yare bia wo mu bia atra ho ache no wodi Amagana rice to aso to respect entampa so na a boost to immune system ti ade a dro kan wa na ko Amagana rice a rice Ghana eti Ghana ha say eye Israel ene Ghana nkwan na adua prekese eba enu ti na Amagana rice na adua se ye package ye fa bibia mfram
purely natural
purely natural ni swam no natural ne de no natural the bibia ye natural ye fa bibia mfram eti Amagana rice a rice Ghana na Ghana for ye sadam wase se enkophobia ye se kompesom de counterfeit ba ebe se market no ma omo kwan mo ankasa na mo nante pam bra your office eno no wo ye fa ne say abeka La Paz container police station ho mo na mo de ba se mo hwede enkofo yo ye de empese e be se maduma okonkokwa enkokofo di bi bai kofo dia fo di bi bai ena ayifo so di bi bai hohoi fo di bi bai ye da mo ase kuma se kwa de na chen ye da mo ase pass mo anka kofo bi koye bia na oba tro the same Kwame package o na oba no oma sesa no eye obo de bibini tru ni na aye we bibini o ba we do oma ye ni bushi head bi ena oma tro Ghana with the same printing mo na mo de ba ye da mo ase Now ukona say enya amagana we nu agya to mutie die. Wo so we na we bibi ni wo de brodi. Ani atwa ase amagana ne na da ho no na rice ni etwa ni e green eti we na ye original no taste no e natural eno no ye Ghana taste amagana rice Ghana eti yare bia wo so bia wudi amagana rice na saware emu na da emu na hwam eti se kwa wo ye jollof rice
that's right
wo ye plain rice wo ye mutuo wo ye fried rice wo ye anwamo rice porridge mutuo your face rice water Ghana rice dia wo ya ton abonten ama nipa dia kɔ ne yam de Kwame Ghana rice dia wo ya di no fie Ghana rice na Ghana rice asamode ne say Kwame ɛna ɛmo no ɛnei usu betimi aba be agent no anya bia akoton bi ebia na ye prosini opon awia wo ye nurse opon awia enimre obeda kakra na wani mu ho no wahyehyɛ kakra na nkɔfo aba beto o kɔ adwuma no asesa de akodi dem so obedu ho obɛha ma fa kogu dem ade akyi a o saba na wasaba be hyehyɛ we one district farm factory wodi sika kuba bi ba ni agye de ato ho ni ama mu no bi akɔtɔ dodo a opɛ bi ade baba abo akɔtɔn na asmede de se 2 weeks na asa na wafamfaso no wasa begye foforo na enam se na aba Ghana rice baby abekɔ bia obi eto amagana rice kɔtɔkɔ ba dwom Swabi Jom, Takradi Market Square, Oko Kantamanto, Okaishi Jom, Oko Kaneshi Jom, Central Market to Kumasi, and not Jom Kumasa Safo Market, Kejetiane, Bebia Ghana ha, Oko Boss, Oko Supermarket, Bebia Yamagana Rice in Tinukwame. 2 weeks so and Nasa. Acha 3 days 4 days 5 days na kwa jefofro ebetimi aboa amwaduma odi wakatua ya bind the man on fa wonsanka amagana rice Ghana na asmede biam so ne se ebia na wo adwuma no wo sa ko school anase wadwuma no panadwo wo pesa wo di usika wuram ye agent na mmom wo time na moa wo ma wo ntimi nya amagana rice adwuma no wo so de fasika ne bra ye di be wuram di ama ye di wuram abosome ya won fa so bi ade ba ma upe wo pedia yin amagana rice Ghana amagana rice Ghana ya di mo no amana Ghana rice so ampa Kwame Ghana rice so ampa na tie wo person to atu wo person ye agent wo person ye super agent so a number is 053 70 39 464 053 70 39 464 and 020 76 197 020 76 197 Amagana rice Ghana o hwe achi akwaya Kwame you La Paz. Okay. Udu La Paz also help container police station. Almost make us be more chemia police for. Aha. Udu La Paz police station will container. Ni opposite baby a fa Accra any circle car. Upeja with Chabos Amagana rice at all so. Na Kwame yanka chiro kwa bedu omo ton phones ni phones ne omo ton no obia ye agent to obia so ahye bi e wona ni wo kra behu Amagana rice Ghana. Emumu Jolaka. Emu Lionel Messi. Emo Jamal Musiala, Emo Bayern Munich, Emo Cristiano Ronaldo, Emo Kwame Appiah Kubi, Emo Okatete free for others away. Yeah, Nana Pia, baby, I'll be a chachao. Amagana rice Ghana, Emo de Emune Sham, Emune Shampa, Eti Kwame, Yetungu Suko Kumasen Swa, Udu affordable housing, and no one sokore mampo. And I say eja SG mo na chi pe eho and abehu amagana rice Ghana na school for di na eho no obia okọ KNUST for omu na ho no na aba ebebe
Appiah Kubi Mr. Speaker no pe ma me na wase papa na wa wunya daje etie ye na wo share ye no God bless you so much me na African Ziga aha ana ye di wo say Joe any team no at the mid production no to our show on all the networks and to stay with them and the rest of our programs I don't tomorrow and our China we'll be back again to wrap up for the week na ye di na wo twin so di ni na no e di SC God bless